Everybody, and today it's a Thursday evening, and that means that we are back with another stream as usual. So today, probably more or less same things as last time. So some puzzles, some games, just trying to improve chess. So yes, hopefully we'll improve, and hopefully we'll have fun. So let's start. Let's see if the stream is running and if you can hear me well. I think it's okay. Please tell me if it isn't. Please tell me how the sound is, how the camera is, how is everything. So hopefully it's fine. I think it's okay, but you never know. Yes. Wait a second. Is the stream going? I think it is. Hello, Carmen. Is everything fine? Stream is going. Sound is good. Camera is good. Everything's good, right? Hello, Carmen. Hello. And the stream immediately started on the lectures page. Perfect. Okay. So today maybe to change hello Wrigley. Oh good, thank you, Karma. Today to change our way of learning, let's say. We can start not with puzzle storm, but we can start with some normal puzzles. Because yes, they are challenging and we need to solve them no matter what to improve a chess, because I mean puzzle rush, puzzle storm are good, but you also need like calculation puzzles, not only like pattern recognition puzzles. So let's solve 3 to 5 puzzles and then we'll continue based on that. So we have the first puzzle. It's an endgame. We are, if we count the pawns, if we count the material in general, not even the pawns, we are down knight. Both sides have 3 pawns, but they have an extra knight. So that's not super good for us. I mean, the first the most logical move which I think comes to mind is d3, but I think it doesn't work due to king to f1, and d2 is just go king e2 and they stop the pawn. And if you go d3, king f1, king c4, they go for king e1, and if you try to advance with king c3, they have king d1 and they block our pawn. And we cannot progress, and we cannot make any further progress. So I think d3 is not correct. E5 is too slow and we give them f5 square. So it probably leaves us with king b4 or king to c4. I think my intuition is telling me that king b4 is correct. But I want to see why. I want to tell you why I think king c4 is incorrect. Because if we start with king c4, they have a really nice move, which is knight to f7. And as you can see that the problem is that if you play d3, knight e5, and both the king and the pawn will be attacked by the knight. And if you move the king, they can just take the pawn, and we cannot win that for sure. That's why I'm just thinking it's king b4, and for example, after knight f7, then we push. And if, let's say, knight e5, we just push, knight d3, king c3, and we promote, he cannot stop us. And if he starts after king b4 with king f1, we go for king to either c3 or b3, we need to think, because king b4, king f1, king c3, or king b3, which one is better? Based on our pattern, I would prefer king b3, but I'm not sure if king c3 is any wrong, because it might be winning. Knight f7, d3. King c3 is not working because king b4, king f1, and if king c3 they have knight to f7, and if you play d3 they have knight g5, and if you play d2 they have knight to e4 check. So again, they are attacking our king and pawn at the same time, so it doesn't work. So I think we just continue with king to b3, because now if knight f7, d3, it's winning, and if they go for king e2, then we can finally go to king c2, and then we just push the pawn. So let's play king b4 and king b3, and it's correct. And now I think we have to play d3, because otherwise if we move our king, if we waste any more time, they just have knight e5 preventing the knight d3. So we pushed. Yes, and we push again, and we promote. Correct. So yes, let me quickly show you. Yeah, white is completely winning, but then they went and they lost the game. But also like had to be precise, because only there is like you needed to find 4 only moves to win. Well, actually 5, technically. Exactly, Fedov. Yes. So knight 6, and yes, because if e3 now they have king f1, and we are not in time because there's just king e2. And if we move the king up, they just go king e1, king d1, they're perfectly fine. Yes. And wait, my mouse died. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. My mouse died. Well, that's a slight inconvenience. Okay, guys, actually, I think, yes, I think I need to be back because I think my, wait, let me just take another battery. I think the battery died in the mouse, unfortunately. It just doesn't start. Yes, I will be back in, no, mouse is on the carpet, it's just not even, the color is not even on, so the light is not even on, so I think it died, with the battery died. So, I will put you some game by the touchpad. Uh, So I will put you some, I don't know, let's put some GMs playing Blitz, and I will be back in 1 to 2 minutes with hopefully a new battery. So see you soon. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let's see. Let's see if I will actually another battery, and let's hope that it works. Because seriously, yes, good timing to let you know. Good timing to join. uh, uh, it works. Let's go. No more chair stream and the mouse works. Perfect. Yes. Hello, Rook. Hello, everybody. I told the journal. Hello, and thank you. I think the chair outrates. Outrates. Yes. Yes. No, but now no more chair streams anymore. Uh, so in c4 also doesn't work due to knight f7, and as I said, knight d3. If we play d3, we have knight g5, and they're forking our pawn to and the king, and yeah, just winning it. So it doesn't work. And yes, king b4 again, king c3. They have knight f7, and they will fork us again, but only on the e4 square. So that doesn't work for us. So that's why we go king b3. We go around and we win like this. Okay, next battle. Let's see. I mean, maybe we can try to get 3120. Yes. So let's see. Wait, let me close this tab because it's too much noise. Too many sounds, too much noise. So what do we see in this position? In this position, 6 points for us and one more point for no, 2 more points for them. So they have 8 points actually. So we're down 2 points, but okay, the king is weaker than us, that's for sure. Because our king, okay, it didn't castle, but it's, I think, still more safer than the king on e8 for the opponent. So, yes, I think if black castles, they are fine. So, ideally, we need to find something, or how to prevent them to castle, or we need to prevent them from castling, or we somehow need to do something else just to get a better position. And, yes, well, not really abuse, but like use the king in the center. No, but that will be when we have 960 stream streak, totally June. I think we agreed on it last time, didn't we? I think the blindfold, dark chest, chest 960, simul will be at 960 stream. Yes, evolve. It's an interesting. You also consider it. But first of all, after d7, they might just play king e7. And second of all, I think the slight problem is that after bishop of 1, they have queen d5. And we are just down 3 pawns. They want to castle next move. They want to trade queens next move. And it looks quite bad. So that's why maybe it's better to start with bishop f1 immediately. Immediately. And yes, to think what to do later. So play first, think later. I mean, that's not the best mindset, but maybe in this puzzle it is working. Yes. But another idea is rook to c1. That's another interesting idea. And which one is better? No, but I think it has to be one of these two, because if we play anything else like a3, totally Juvenile Karma's favorite move, unfortunately they just castle. And I think this move is too slow in this position. And we already played h3, so that's not playable, unfortunately. So it probably has to be one of rook c1 or bishop once. Yes, if queen c3, queen c3, we have queen e4, that's for sure. But they have queen e5 as well. And then queen e4, they can go like knight to d7, and I think they're surviving this, unfortunately for us. But I really like rook c1. I of course need to calculate it a bit further to verify if it's correct. But from my first impressions, I think it's a really nice move. Because if they go for queen b4, protecting the e4 pawn, then we can go for a3. And if they take the pawn, we have bishop e4 and we take the rook, so that's good for us. And if rook c1, queen b4, a3, queen b5, we take. And if knight c6, we just have a4, and the queen has to move, and the knight is falling. Because the queen has the only square on b5 to protect the knight, and he has to move, so we are winning the knight and maybe even the rook. So rook c1, if queen d3, we take bishop a8, we're up a rook. Queen b4 doesn't work. That leaves us with queen b5, but that's the same idea as with queen b4. But d7, knight d7, bishop f1, there is queen d5. And we are down 3 pawns, and they're about to castle on the next move. I don't really see it being good. Maybe even after d7 they can go for king e7, honestly. I'm not too sure. Because we don't really have any direct threats. It's an interesting idea, but I don't think that it works. No, but so rook c1, queen d3 doesn't work, queen b4, queen b5 doesn't work. You took bishop e4, then e4. That leaves us with queen to d5. But then we can play queen to a4 and then bishop e4, I think. And if queen e4, what do? They move the king, we have bishop e4. If knight c6, we have bishop e4. If b5, I think we can afford to take on b5, it should be winning there. And if queen c6, we have queen e4, which is a strong move, because if they take, we take, and then the rook is falling. And if they play king d7, we just move the queen and we take the rook. So I think this is correct. But yes, let me know your ideas as well. What do you think about rook c1? Not really sure, but I think it's quite okay. Yeah. I mean, bishop f1, there is always queen d5. And the problem with bishop f1, we are not attacking the e4 pawn anymore by this diagonal, right? So that's why I want to play rook c1 to attack the queen, to ask it where that it wants to go. No, but Karma, I think a3 here, unfortunately, I already calculated they can just castle. They can just castle and... And I think it's too bad, and maybe they even can play knight d7. So, okay, I think I'm gonna try rook c1, because, yes, bishop f1 I don't like due to queen d5. So yes, I think why am I saying leads us? I don't know. That leaves us only with rook to c1, I feel like. So let's try. The correct first move. Queen d5 we do not take because they will be just completely winning, like, because king d7 there are 2 pawns. Yes, so we go queen d4. Okay, b5. But now it's an interesting question. Do we take the pawn? Do we take the b5 pawn or do we take the e4 pawn? Which pawn should we take? That's a good question, I think. I mean, my first impression would be to take the b5 pawn, but then they might just have knight to d7 or something, and they might be fine. Yeah, probably queen to e4, exactly. Because our threat is queen d5, bishop d5, winning the rook. If they take, we take it anyway, and then we take the rook anyway. And if they go for knight d6, we can probably just come back to f4 and skewer, and it should be winning. So queen e4 it is, yes, we just take, and puzzle done. Yes. So now to the analysis. The only move for advantage is rook to c1. Other moves are just better for black. Bishop f1 is the second best move, but yes, then I think just queen d5. Queen d5 equalizes, but queen e2 actually gives the tiny edge for black. Not queen d5, queen e2, I mean, I'm sorry. They just take the pawn and they're 3 pawns up. It's too good for them. And the d7, yes, I think king e7, yes, both king e7 and knight d7 win. Knight d7, okay, it might be a bit tricky due to this line, but yes, just king e7, like, is totally fine. But as well, they just have knight e7. King e7, I'm sorry, I'm confusing pieces. So they simply have king e7, and we don't really have a direct threat, and this pawn is folded, it will be 3 points up, so that's completely win for them. That's why it's rook c1, queen d3 we take, if queen b4 we play a3, and then this a4, a2 wins, yes. Good. Oh no, we have an ending puzzle. These puzzles are, I mean, they're difficult, they're challenging, they're quite hard, but they are doable. So let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. So what are our first impressions and ideas? So it's an endgame, that's first of all, and we have 2 pawns, but they have a knight. So if we take our time if we take too much of our time and do something slow, they will simply take and push their pawn and they'll probably win the game. So most probably it's one of these 3 moves, because yes, I don't know. We need the king ahead ASAP, exactly. But I'm not sure, do we start with a pawn move and then we get the king up? Or do we start with the king up? With the king ahead move, with king c5. Because might be the problem after king c5, knight c2, and king h. But then we just have king b3 and we are winning. Oh no, we're not winning. They have a draw. King c5, knight c2, king c4, king h5. If we take, they always have knight d4, knight c6, and that is not a draw actually, because we have king c3 and knight c6, a3. We are winning. Okay, so that might be good. Maybe that's the solution. So king c5. Okay, king c5 is a forcing move. They have to come back. King c4. Most probably they have to take, right? They have to take because otherwise it's bad for them. And we go king b3, knight d4, king c3. If they take a3, we are winning. And if knight d2, we go for king b2. And I think this should be winning as well. Okay, a3 is a starting move. I think it's too slow because they can just put the knight to c2 and push their pawns. So that most likely doesn't work. And that leaves us with c5. And after c5, okay, knight c2, king b5. They're blocking our pawns. King h5, king c4. Let's just take the worst case scenario for white. King g5, king b3. Knight a1, king b2, and they sacrifice it. And then we have this pawn race. And then I think it's a drawn endgame. They might be even better. So I think it's king c5. It's correct. Probably king c4 because I mean king d5, king b5 is too slow. Okay, now we play king b3. Because if king c3, there is. Oh, wait a second. Does the same idea work for white or not in this puzzle? No, we are one tempo faster. So king b3, if they hide in the corner, it doesn't work for them. But problem with king c3 is I might have knight a3 and then wait, let's just quickly check this line. No, we are also faster. So is it king b3 or is it king c3? That's a good question. I want to play king b3, but it might be king c3 as well. No, but you know what the problem might be with king c3? We give them the access to the a3 square for the knight, and if like king b3 they have knight b1, and they have these 4 squares for the knight. If the knight gets to these 4 squares, he's stopping the a pawn from marching forward. And if they are able to sacrifice the knight for the pawn, it's at least a draw for them. So I think it's king b3, and the puzzle is done. Very good. Toward the diagonal of his queen. But no, I think the problem if you played king c3, they have this knight a3, and there is this pattern that if a knight gets to this route, it's a draw. Okay, usually, of course, everything has to be taken with a pinch of salt, but more or less, it's like this. Because if we go here, his knight can go here. If we go here, his knight can come back. If we go here, his knight can come here, and here they go to b1. So the knight is just dancing around, and yes, okay, if we start pushing the pawn, it doesn't change anything, and then they can just move the king. And yes, this is most likely a drawing game. The king is far away, and yes, I think by table base it's a draw. Of course, practically it might be a bit difficult, but it should be a draw at the end of the day. So that's why king c3 doesn't work, because after king b3 they don't have this option to go to a3, and if they go for knight d4 we just go king c3 and then push the pawn. 82 king b2, they can resign. Yeah, so a3, yeah, a3 and c5, we couldn't lose this position pretty much unless you play like king e7, then it's lost. But like if all my moves candidates were fine, but yes, the solution was the only one that's winning. Another endgame. Lichess wants me to train in games. Thank you, Lichess. Thank you, Lichess. Okay. So it's a rook end game. And we have to be really precise because otherwise it's probably going to be a draw. Probably going to be a draw, so we need to find a win. Yes. I might see it, at least like the idea to win. So like my idea which comes to mind is that we want, if the king goes to c3, we want to give a check on this third file with our rook. So we sacrifice it to distract the rook to go anywhere. Okay, b3 is not possible, and it's not good because it's a check. But to distract the rook, so that then we can promote the queen. So that's my idea. Rook c8. But there is, I think, a catch with rook c8. And that's what I think is important in this puzzle. Because if we go for rook c8, okay, king f3, yes, rook c3, it should be winning, I think, there. Okay, maybe it's going to be a bit tricky, but at the end of the day, probably it's winning because I don't see any other way to win, because if they're too slow, they just take and then they'll at least have g pawn, so it's minimum a draw there. But the problem is rook c8, they have rook b3 check. And if we go to a5, they give a check back, so we are forced to go back to b6. So we restart. If you go to a6, they go to a3. Rook f4, rook h4. What? Rook f4, rook h4, where? f5, rook f4, rook h4. Rook c5, rook a5. Yes. Or, no, but if f5, isn't it possible? If f5, can we just promote 8? I think that's just easier, but yeah, okay, building a bridge is probably also possible, but I'm not too sure. I would just promote 8. But yeah, it's a good idea. But the problem, so rook b3, rook b3, rook c8, rook b3. If the king goes here, which they check us, and if we come back, if we come up to b7, they can check us again. And the problem is if we go to the, oh wait, or maybe it's not a problem. No, what I want to say is just I like rook g8 a bit more, because if we go like rook c8, rook b3, we cannot get our king to any of these squares, to c6 or c5 because they have a check. Okay, then we have king d7 after king c6, but then still I'm afraid that our king is going to be too far away, and the black king will be shouldering us, because and we cannot play rook c5 because they always have this back check from the back side, and then they take the rook, and it doesn't work. That's why I'm thinking it's rook d8. So king f3, we have the same exact idea, but if they go for rook b3, we have king c5, and our king is closer, and I think it may be a decisive factor to win the game. So I'm trying to start. It's not correct. Rook c8. Okay. Okay. It was actually building a bridge. Okay. My bad. Messed up. Happens. Okay, now I see the difference. Why is this incorrect? Because rook d3 is actually a draw, yeah? Okay. This position is a draw. I thought it's winning, but it's unfortunately a draw, and that's why my solution is incorrect. So rook c8, rook b3. Okay, this is okay. I misevaluated, miscounted tempis. Happens. Yeah, here we just go like rook a3, and if we have four, we always have four. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So rook c3. This and a draw. That's what I misevaluated, and so this is winning. So we have to go for this. And also misevaluated that rook b3. I didn't think we are winning there, unfortunately. So I messed up a bit here. And the important idea is that after rook c5, rook a7, we have this check on c3. Because if king e7, king g3, it's a draw. But rook c3, we are winning. Because if he moves the king, we just take, and then we are advancing our king backwards, and it should be winning. And why rook d8 doesn't work? Because if after the same exact idea, we try to go for rook d3, they can go for king e4 or king e2 and attack a rook. And when the rook was on c3, the rook wasn't attacked. But on d3, it is attacked, and now we actually lose it here. So, okay. Yeah, not a good puzzle for me. Misevaluated the winning plan. So this is much better, but it isn't winning. And also misevaluated this position. Because I don't know, I just thought black is drawing there, but okay, apparently not. But again, happens. And we get another endgame. What a surprise, guys! We had no endgames today. Hmm. The chess has given me a chance to redeem myself after this horrible rook endgame in the last puzzle. Okay, I believe I see the solution, but I'm not too sure. So rook and 2 pawns for each, for both sides, right? So yes, rook and 2 pawns, rook and 2 pawns. So if we are slow, they can just bring their king. It will be an easy draw for them. There is nothing scary for them. So we either have to try rook e3 or d3 probably, because if rook h1 they have rook e2 check, and then king e1, king d2 they're fine. So it's probably either d3 or rook to e3. Rook to e3. Well, we don't really have a threat, I think. And probably they can just even go rook to e2 and it will be a draw. So instead, I think the d3 move is the correct move. Because if rook d3, we take, and then this pawn endgame is winning. King c2, king b3, and then king a2, b3, b2, b1, we are winning. Yeah, I think rook e3, the problem is that they have rook to e2, and that's a check, and then they have king e1, king d2. Which one is always correct? Yes, it might be here. And d3, c takes d, I think we do not take, but we play king d4 instead. Because if we take, they have king e2. No. Is that a draw? Yes, no, yes, no, maybe not. No, king e2 is a lost endgame. So then why take? Why is taking better? Is taking that there? My intuition, I would just play d3, play king d4, but I'm trying to work out why rook d3 isn't working there. Because I think the transposition to the endgame is lost for them. Because even if they get the opposition, I think that's one for us. We have this king a3 and we push. Yes. No, but we push it pawn to the third rank with this 3. So it might be correct. No, but I was thinking just d3, king d4. So to somehow like disturb their connection with the king and the rook, I just play rook b3, rook a3, b3, rook a2. That was my first like idea. But now I'm not sure if okay, d3 is the first one is correct. But now it's either rook d3 or king d4. We need to calculate and find out which one is correct and why. I don't know. I just want to play king d4 because this rook b2, king d3 where we are winning the endgame. And otherwise rook b3 is unstoppable. So like king d4, king e2, rook b3, king d1, rook a3, and maybe even king d3, I don't know. So king d1, rook a3, yes. Rook a3, king d1, rook a3, but it might be a draw there. this, king c1, a draw. Yes. Or no? Damn, game's such tricky. King d4, this, and if king d1, we have rook d3 here winning. So it might be king d4, king e2, rook b3, and if king d1, this is winning. Takes this as winning, and if they go for something like king c2, king c1, we just take and play b3, and that's winning because we get the opposition. But okay, I want to see why is rook d3 incorrect, or maybe it is correct. Yeah, maybe it's just correct too. We can just take the pawn and go pawn grabbing. It just somehow doesn't feel right. I cannot explain it. It's like rook d3, rook e2, king d4, king e1. This is winning after king c3. Difficult. Both look winning, honestly. Both look extremely winning. But which one is rook e2? But rook c2 takes... Possibly, actually, yeah, Becky. Possibly just rook c2. And then king e2. And if you play rook h8, there's always rook c4. So this, king e4, king e4. You can just go king d2, king c1, and that's a draw. Yeah, so king d4 is it. And now, can't we... Okay, if we take, it's a trick, because then they have king e2 is a draw. So I think we just take b3. Yes. And rook a3, and if king d1... Rook a3 or rook c3? Which one is better? No, I wanted rook a3 because if rook b2, we have b3 and then rook a2 ideas. And king c1, king c3, that's winning. We just take the pawn. Or push b3. It's one of these justs, but which just is correct? That's a question. It's either just take the pawn or just push the pawn. But there is a difference. There's a difference between a draw and a win. Push. Maybe. Always push the pawn. I'm not sure. No, but if you push the pawn, yes, rook to c4, king d5, rook b4. Or king d2. Yeah, king d2 is just a draw. So it might be just take the pawn. And rook c8, rook c3, and king c4, king b3, this should be winning. Yes. And rook c3. Plus 17, okay, good. Yes, so, okay, rook e3, d3 is the first move. Rook d3, Becky, great find. Rook c2 is the only move to draw. Because, yes, then just king e2, another only move. And king d4, king d2 or king d1, both of them work, and then they just get king c1 to get king to safety. Rook c3, just b2 is a draw. So yes, rook c2, great find. And yeah, we have to take another way, and then it's a draw. King d4, rook c4. And rook d3, king d2, we don't have rook h3 due to rook c4, rook d4. So king d4, I told you it was intuitional move. Yes. King f3, that's a really nice move, actually, practically, because rook b3 is the only winning move. Because you may think like, oh, wait a second, that's a free pawn. But after king e2, it's a draw, because we have to take this, and then they have the opposition, and it's a drawn pawn game. And other moves are too slow, because they just get king e2, king d1. So we take king e2, and okay, king c3 gives a +1 advantage, but most likely it will be a draw in this ending. So yes, rook a3 means just a logic move to have this rook a2, rook a1, and yes at the end. Because rook c2, we are too close to the king, and yes, they just get it closer, king c1. And then there is this nice stalemate for a draw. And they hold its position relatively easy, and they can just go like rook h2, rook h8, rook h1. No, rook h1 actually loses. Yeah, whatever. Too deep. Let's not go too deep. So yes, it's rook a3. And then rook c2. b3 is just a rook c4, and then they get the king over, and our king is cut off, so that's a draw. So that's why we just have to take, and then we play rook c3, and then, for example, they make a waiting move, king c4, king d2, king b3, and then we just get like king b2, rook to c8. At least that's how I would win it So like they're making waiting moves. Okay, let's play rook d6. King b1, they're just waiting. And then if they go rook a7, we have this, and here we can build the bridge with king c2, king b3, king c3, king b4, rook b5. And if they don't, and if they just wait, we have rook a8, king e2, also somewhat building a bridge, and we are winning. So yes, pretty good, pretty good. And yes, another nice one after rook a3. If they go for king d1, there is a nice win. Rook d3. Take, take, take. This is the basic endgame, which is completely whoops, winning. I wanted to say. Oh, I do it, but yes, it's winning. I was on autopilot mode. And yeah, if they move the king, we just take the rook, play b3, and then get the opposition and shoulder the king away and win the game. Okay, so we solved 5 puzzles. Not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. 4 correct, 1 failed. Quite good. And let's play some blitz games, I think. Let's play some blitz games just to, yeah, just for some practice. Maybe try to get 28. Let's see. Let's see. But the puzzle solving was relatively good. I mean, okay, one failed. If there was no failed puzzles, it would be better. But okay, also a tricky puzzle for sure. Well, which puzzle was it actually? I don't remember now. No, I remember it was it was this rook eight, rook eight. I have to step up. Have a great team. Take care, Logan. Thank you so much for being here. So take care. Okay, so we have a Tromposki. Morgan, 5 gifted subs to the community. Thank you so much. Thank you, Morgan. Really, and we have a high train. Thank you, Morgan. Take care. Thank you so much. So, Funky Fun, Timochka, H5102, Becky and PATRON got them. Congratulations to the one that got him. And yes, thank you so much, Morgan, for the gifted subs. Okay. So we have hype chain level 2 already. I have no idea how to place this position. Yes, so let's try to improvise. Okay, no, I want to go to an endgame. Thank you. Let me go to an endgame. G6, bishop G7. I might be much worse in this endgame actually, but yes, I don't want to think. I just want an endgame for Christmas to grind it out. Okay, let's try to maintain my time relatively well. So let's not get too low on time, and let's not play too quickly. Yeah, let's try to keep moderate time management, so it's not too fast nor too slow. Yeah, the position is quite bad, but maybe after b5, bishop b7, it's not as bad. Because yes, at least my bishop is free to go either to d7 or b7. Which one is better? Or do I just take a4? I might just take a4 and play bishop g7. But bishop b7, no, I think I just take. And yeah. I mean, probably he'll take, and this unfortunately has bishop b5 check. But then bishop d7, okay, yeah, okay, let's go for it. Bishop g7. Maybe, yeah, he found it. I should have given a check on h6 and just castle. But okay, I couldn't castle anyway because e7 was hanging. So it's not that bad. Bishop d7 doesn't work due to rook a6, I think. I mean, wait, maybe it does work. Yeah, I think it works. I have rook a6, I can castle. And then there is this backrank. He has backrank problems, and the rook and h1 is hanging. So rook a6, if rook a6, I castle. And rook a8, and then if he takes my bishop, I have rook a1 with his rook. So maybe bishop b5 was actually a waste of time. Because if take, I get this b file, and suddenly, yeah, he took. He was scared of rook a6. But now suddenly, I like the position quite a bit. Okay, let's just attack the pawn, and then let's double up on the c file. Seems like a good plan, I feel like. Rook c6. That's protecting the pawn, so now my a rook is free to go to either c8 or b8 or, yeah. So I go to c8 for now. He goes c4. Maybe I can play f5. I don't know. Maybe bishop e5. See what he does. Yeah, bishop c3. Okay, let's take play f5. I want to try to play for a win. I want to open files to get my rooks some play to activate my rooks. Okay, unfortunately, I think he has e5 here. If he really wants to draw, he will get e6. Okay, he took though, and now I can go for e6. So now rook g8. This pawn is weak. This pawn might be weak. Okay, I also have weaknesses, of course, but yeah. He can take rook g8. G takes f. Rook g2. Take. Okay, let's just take. Well, whoa. Okay, rook g8. King c8. Looks quite fishy. Wait, but that's a waste of time, no? I have king b8. But yes, rook d7, rook e7. Ooh la la. Can I take? Now I'm the one fighting for a draw. Okay, d5. No, but I think I should get a draw relatively easily. But the question is, can I try to win this? Is there any way I can play this for a win? Because material is just disappearing, and he wants to trade. He just wants to trade everything. He doesn't even want to fight. Okay, I'll try rook g6. I'll try to keep some pieces or some pawns. And he just wants to draw. Bet. He finds a better way to trade everything. Come on, fight! Fight! Let's try to keep the a pawn. I want to flag him. I mean, if he plays for a draw, no draw. I'm sorry. Me try to flag. If you play like no, but come on, play for a win. He just wanted to draw from the beginning. Oh no, my pawn. Can he blunder rook? No, he doesn't. Can I checkmate him? No. I can flag him, I feel like. Ooh, let's go! That's how you win! Okay, gotta have chess. Let's open it. Frog, wow. Okay, that's a decent emote. It's a green frog that's surprised. Okay. But just look at this. Oh my goodness. 98,000 for me and 001 for him just due to the blunder. Was that a norm? No, but it's just a DM norm. Drawmaster. No, but come on. Yes, with white. I think I messed up the opening a bit. He has a slight edge. But he just like for a draw, he treats everything. Like, what is this? Plus 5. No, but wow. Swindle. No, but that's a swindle, but nil. Nobody. No, but just look at the evaluation. 0 from like move 23 to move 66. It was just 0. And then, yeah, in time travel, I managed to him. But how do you play this winning better? Queen b6 immediately. Okay, yeah, makes sense. And then black has a great win rate. 5 queens to draw, so good. Yeah, I played d6. I didn't know what to play. Then I played queen b6 1 later. I mean, okay, it was slightly worse, but yes. Yeah, bishop b5 was a mistake. I had to play f3, try to keep this bishop to put pressure on the a6 pawn because after I traded the bishops. Yes, here, rook a6, I can just castle. That was my idea. If he takes, I take. Rook a8, bishop d7, rook a1, I get this rook. And okay, I'm happy to play this position. It's like from the position we had 3 books ago, I'm really happy to play this position. So yeah, he can take rook a6. That's why I took g7. Yeah, I mean, okay, f5 may be a bit inaccurate. He had e5, yeah, he had e5 here. Destroy my pawn structures, but he didn't mind it. He just wanted to draw. He was hard focused on a draw, not even trying anything. And then yeah, I tried give wizards now. No, it just 3+0 Wizards. He blocked me. That's a pity. That's a pity. The guy got mad. Okay, happens. Happens. No, but I mean, I'm sorry. You play for a draw. But the flagging you is my only way to win. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe it's not the best you're for draw, sure, but I wanted to win the game, and during the entirety of the game, I had no chances to even try. So, I'm sorry. That's the only way how I could win it. I mean, I used it. Exactly, it's no increment. I mean, he had a draw even in the end position. He just managed to look. Should have been more careful. Rook e5. If I want to attack, rook e5, queen d4, I guess he has to play. Wait. Tactics. Puzzle rush. Puzzle for patterns. Okay, here's queen f5, but still, a free exchange after move 18. Thank you. Oh, he just resigned. 95 accuracy, let's go. No, but I think that's, yeah, nice thinking for it. It's especially 95 better for me. If c5, I just go for bishop f4. Okay, yeah, I get no space. He had b6. Yeah, because he's okay. I have this queen d4, I get more activity. And b6 he can never play because he just can take queen d4. Okay, he still could afford one. Just an exchange down, so I play like 95. But it's still totally fightable position because yeah, he just resigned. I mean, I'm not complaining for sure, but it's just, yeah, he could have played on. No, but I think even if I played rook e5 instead of bishop f6, should have a decent advantage. Yeah, almost +2. If he doesn't find an only move, it's +2. +7. Let's go. Okay, let's try. If I get 28, I'll stop. Okay, so we get a game with black. Yes. Okay, but this line. No, it's native. Some people play with native 3. But I think, yeah, he goes to this. No idea how to play it, honestly. But okay, let's just make logical moves. As I usually do in these types of positions. Maybe a6, I don't know. G20 and all that stuff. No, but I'm fine playing this. No, but come on. I want some punches. What is this? Probably an endgame I will have to suffer for like 50 moves trying to equal. Okay, or I will equalize soon, and then I'll just try to win for 50 moves. And if I get lucky, like in the first game, he'll blunder. Oh my goodness. It's so boring nowadays. No, but why they just go for a line to trade like almost all the pieces by move 20? I want to have fun, not trying to draw. Okay, queen e3. Maybe he blunders. Maybe he only sees draws and he blunders. Let's see. 92 would be a great move because I can take the bishop. But okay, yes, rook c2. No, but even you place like rook c2 or queen b1, it's fine. I have bishop e7. It's okay. It's not that great, but okay. Yeah, I equalized it. Like, I guess I should be happy. But no, like, I want. I don't want to equalize. I want to maybe be slightly forced, but a playable position and then equalize. Because like C plus 0 it works to win. Yeah, you can chicken them into time trouble. But like in classical, if you get this position, it's like 99.999% chance it's a draw. So like in classical, if you get this position, you can just shake hands now. What's even the point of playing? Okay, maybe I trade the bishop. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea though, because my bishop is sometimes a key. No, I will not trade the bishops because the bishop is a key protector of the pawn in some lines. He wants to trade queens. I'm like, come on, 92. Try to fight. Oh my goodness, I want to have chess and then just trade queens by move 2. Help me. Oh no. Okay, let's try to grind it. Endgame wizards. Strictly set. Let's try to be endgame wizards for the second game in within 3 games. But this is just sad. Okay, I mean, I was playing this as white some time ago, but I mean, I'm still sometimes playing it, but as white I like grinding, but here black has no chances to ever win. But okay, on the positive note, I equalized as black. Oh no, I blundered as black. No, I'm not equal anymore. I'm 1 down. Okay, but that's fun now. As I said, maybe I like to be worse, but no, but still, wait, I didn't even blunder because if it takes, I have rook a1. It's always a draw, guys. It's always a draw, don't worry. No need to panic. There's always some way to draw. Okay, does he fall for it? Does he fall for this cheapo or not? I mean, you just wait. He may have fell for it. Hold on a second. Am I miscalculating or did he blunder? And then that focus on the didn't see easy tactics. King f8. Hold on a second. This hangs. Yes. I'm getting material. The trap worked. Let's go. Okay, 92. You want ideas? No, but it's incredible. It's just purely incredible. No, that's bad. Okay, 94. 94, I'm not sure what to do after rook c8. But I always have 96, I suppose. It's not that scary. Okay, maybe I go f6, so if 97 I have this. Ah, it's a draw. It's a draw. Ah, no, I have rook c2. I can fight. I can still. I know he has 96. Maybe it's better to just get the draw and try to fight. Okay, I messed up the advantage, unfortunately. No, but I have 96. Here. Okay, but yeah. Here I have king e7. I think you have to play rook d8 and king e7, there is rook d6. Okay. Bishop 6. And if d5, bishop b6. I blew my knight. What's that? Oh, he blew check. What did you say? I blundered my knight, but it was actually not a blunder because I can just go here and he takes rook e1. And he blundered check. Oh my goodness, that's no, but yeah, I just draw into move circuit and he blunders. I messed it up a bit. I had to play rook e1, then rook c1 just straight in the rooks. Then he had f3 with draw, he messed up because yeah, shit, this is unstoppable. He messed up as well. f6 again, somewhat messed up. I had to take, but I was scared of this. Okay. King f2 knight c8 and you rook e8 I take and take. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could have just taken a free pawn. And also important that after this I have either a rook c2 or rook f6. Okay. Yeah, but then I just blundered the ts knight before check. But it didn't work for him thankfully because if he did take it I have rook e1 and rook h1. Yes. And if rook e6, yeah, he just blundered mate. Fun. Funny. Okay. 2 or 3 games away from 28. Ooh, okay, I know this is not good, but I know theory in Benoni and, wait, I think I remember, is it 90, I think it's 93? Yes. I remember this line. I was like, Bishop of 185. I checked this line like 3 years ago, still somehow remember it. And I think the evaluation is like 0.1 for white here. I mean, okay. It's hard to get anything out of the openings nowadays, unfortunately, so yeah, let's just try to play this position. Try to find good moves. I think I'll play queen b3. So yeah, I will try to grind send you. Take 92. I mean, so far I think all moves make some sense. Okay, 92 was a bad move. I need to case the bishop. Now he has g5 threat. Okay, 92 was a mistake. Happens. Okay. Yeah, okay. 92 was a bad move for me. But okay. Still probably equal as usual. Rook d1. I want to get the pawn. I want to get the pawn on d4. He probably plays f6. No, he plays bishop c5. Okay. He plays bishop c5. Let's see. 93. Maybe I can take b3, 93. Also possible, I guess. Ah, but yes, bishop. No. Bishop d5, bishop e6. Takes on a5, takes on b7. How do I fight? How can I keep on fighting? Or I keep the game playable at least. Maybe not like fight, but like just some play at least. Bishop b5, bishop b. Yeah. I don't see a way. I don't see a direct way. Okay, wait, maybe not. Maybe I see it. I may have miscalculated, but I think this and then bishop e5. I'm attacking f7, and I want to take d4 as well. Not sure if it's good, but I want to get this. I want to have some play. I want to have some imbalances. Imbalances. I want to have some, yeah. Rook d1. I think he had 96, but okay, he didn't see it. Pretty good for me. I want to take. Can I take? Can play c5. Maybe I should have played rook b1 actually. Can I come back? Yes. I need to hurry up. 50 seconds. Not too much time. Let's go rook b1. 6. Not sure if it's good, but okay. Yeah, I messed up. Rook b1 probably. It's not a good move. Okay, yes, this 94. Still probably equal. It's impossible to get a worse position. Even if you do, it's probably equal. Tactics, if rook d4, have 96, 94. And this will hang, and this will hang. I just need to play a bit faster. So rook d4, 96, king c6, 94, and then this hangs, and this hangs, yes. I think I'm winning a piece, if I'm not mistaken. Because this hangs with check, this hangs in some lines, and this also hangs. Yeah, but I just take b6, e6. Yeah, I just can take it. But okay, I just need to play. Okay, not too quickly. Still 28 seconds. But yes, I need to speed up a bit from the speed I've played because yeah, the speed I did before wasn't that great. But okay, that's completely winning. So it should be easier to make moves faster. I just take. Let's not create anything challenging for myself. Wait, 13 seconds. Need to play faster. Faster. Okay, his skin is cut off. Just a push. Mm-hmm. 6 seconds should be a and queen. Checkmate. Let's go, +5. Okay, shaky again, but I found a nice tactic. That one after that. Good. Okay, I was lost. Rook d4, I was. Yeah, knight b3. Right, but what is better? I think queen b3 is a good move, no? Yeah, queen b3, knight a5? Take. And knight b3 is actually. Okay, so it's -1 for black, 0.1 for black actually. This exact position. Okay, interesting. I actually played theory. I played theory. Here, bishop d5 is the best move. I didn't like bishop e6. Okay, that's like the main line. And take, and this is the position we get. Okay, it's playable. Okay, sure. Yeah, rook d1, I tried to create something. I mean, I got something, but I blundered as well. Unfortunately for me, he missed it. And yes, rook b1, this, and unfortunately for me, he blundered. Bishop b7, and now 96, 94, and all of his pieces are hanging, and I won one of them, and I won the game at the end of the day. Okay, so is a win enough for 28? That's a good question. Depends. If I get somebody 26, probably it's enough. 26, 74. Okay, the game for 28. Let's go. Let's play quickly and tactically. Or at least try to. No! No! I want to have a fun game. No! Oh, not this. Why is everybody playing this line? It's so boring. Just a draw. But oh my goodness. Why? Why are people playing just like this? No. Okay. I'll I'll try to have fun. But we just did an in-game after like 18 moves. It's an in-game. I think it's still probably theory, but I don't know if it's theory. If it is theory, probably he's the one that knows that it's theory. Okay, Queen G3, I go Knight H5. So Queen G3, he doesn't have it. But no, it's just it's just sad. Every game you play, just an end game. People with white aren't even trying to play for a win. They're just trying to draw. Trade queens, draw. Okay. I mean, okay, they try winning. They try winning in an end game, but usually they get such draw in position that it's even impossible to play for a win. I just go to b6, trying something. 94, I have bishop e7. 95, I just take and get the second rank for my rook. Okay, f4, rook a6. Okay, let's see. What can I play? Maybe I can play 5 before. I don't know. Maybe I should have started with a5 before b6. Okay, it's fine. I can double my rooks now. Okay, do I just play f5 and try? Oh no, f5 just blunders. Hold on. If knight f6, I can resign. Okay, bishop e7. F5. Okay, I think I might be worse. I messed up a bit. But still, bishop d7, e4, have some decent counterplay, I feel like. But now I can just play f5 now. I have this bishop h1. I mean, it's still probably gonna be a draw. So I'm not even worried. Yeah, bishop h4. Trade everything. Trade everything. Okay, king h2, I might play a4 because I'm not really in a hurry to take on g3 because the knight can never escape. Ooh. Okay, the guy's playing for a win. A4? Or what do we do? This is bad. Maybe bishop e7. I mean, I will not mind taking trading because I'm up in exchange. So for me, like trade, but maybe a4 was a better move. Yeah, I think a4 was better. Knight e6 just sacrifices pawn, king g7, and plays that. But okay, I have the same idea. I'm up in exchange. The second, he just blundered. Huh? Let's go! He blundered. +6. Yes, yes, 2800. Let's go, chat. Perfect, flawless today. Absolutely flawless. 5 wins plus 28. Let's go! Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible. 97 accuracy. Wow. Yeah, but my opponent, I think, messed up some lines. You forgot c4 is not good. Rook f1 is a main move. No, but just look at draw every line. Everything is a draw. Incredible. He played c4, d4, still a draw. But then bishop g5, yeah, I think I like this game a bit more for me. Okay, computer says I had to take. But I wanted to keep the 2 bishops pair. I think it's fine. Yeah, then, yeah. Always more or less plus minus 0. Bishop h4. Yeah, he just had to play this. I would play a4, rook e5, probably. Yeah, take, king f8. Bishop f5, take, ab, take, draw somewhere. But okay, fortunately for me, play knight f5, he blundered bishop e1, then bishop d7. I just want to trade rooks and then play e4. But yeah, after rook e1, he blundered, he played knight e7. Maybe e4 was good and sacrifice it because knight f5 now you just take. Knight g4 you just take as well. So yeah, everything was waiting, but bishop b7 and he just blundered king f8 that he cannot move the knight because rook e1, another reason is falling, and he just won the rook and I won. So 5 wins from dead on positions. But yeah, it's funny. It's just funny. Like the only one where I got better from the opening was the second game. This one draw, grind the end game. This one, okay, I was even worse from the end game, but then, from the opening, then he blundered. This one, the opponent just played for a draw for 30 moves and he blundered. This one, okay, I just got a bit of my opponent messed up in the opening. And this one, yeah, okay, this one, we don't have to talk about it. 98% accuracy game from both sides, but then my opponent blundered it in time trouble. Okay, good. So we still have about 25 minutes left of the stream. What should we do, guys? Tell me in the chat. Do you want me to do Puzzle Storm or do you want to do Puzzle Racer together? I will do a poll. I'm not playing Bullet today, I'm not in the mood. Hyper. Ugh, no. No, I don't want to play Bullet today. Wait, where is the poll thing? Prediction poll. What do we do? Storm Racer, and I make it 3 minutes, fine. Yes. Hyper Duck. Ooh la 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 la, Carver. King of the Hill or possible. No, but I want to do puzzles. Oh, I mean, maybe we can do King of the Hill. If this will be tight, I'll do King of the Hill, okay? That's so clear. If the poll will be tight, then we do King of the Hill. But so far Storm is 2-0 up. 3-0 up. So it's unlikely. 4-0 up. Wow. Is it gonna be a clean sweep? No, it's 4-1. 4-1, but still okay, we have some time. Let's open up a game. Spectate. Again a draw. And again an equal position. But yeah, time is slow for black, so probably white will win. Oh, full. Blunders. Okay, so far it's 4-1. So far it's tailored for it's stuck at 4. Well, not stuck, but yeah. It's standing at 4-1. Can black draw this? Or win? I mean, unlikely that they will win, but wow, not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, so it's 4-1. It seems to be that Storm is in a good lead. Hello, Timochka. Chat, you can chat, go for it. No, but if Racer will be down by 1, I will vote for it. So you just need 2 votes, Racer, guys. Whoever wants Racer, you just need 2 votes. And I will go for Racer and we do King of the Hill. So yes, keep that in mind, whoever wants to see King of the Hill. You just need 2 more people voting for Racer. But no, it seems unlikely. 4-1 in the favor of Storm. Guys, I think it's over. Whoever wanted King of the Hill, I think it's over for you, unfortunately. Nobody wants for Racer. It's just over. Okay, everybody vote. You have like 20 seconds left. If you vote for Storm, I do Storm. If you vote for Racer and Racer has more votes, I do Racer. If the votes are tight, I do King of the Hill. But yeah, it's 4-1. 4-2. Come back. 1 more vote for Racer. 1 more vote for Racer. Do we get King of the Hill or not? 4-2. 1 more vote. 5 seconds left. 5-2. Okay. Somebody sealed the deal for Storm. You were so close until it wasn't. I will not subtract. I'm sorry. 5-3. Somebody wanted to Storm. It was if it would be 5-4 or 4-3, it would be King of the Hill. But unfortunately, Storm won. Okay, so then let's do some Storm, guys. Thank you everybody for voting. We had 9 votes. 8 votes. Plus mine. Okay. So what are we trying? Probably, I mean, the dream is beating the record for me, which is 106, but seeing as it's the first storm of the day, let's at least get 80, as we usually start. Well, I mean, we are ending the day, but yes, usually my first objective with storm is to get 80. Not too much, not too little, just yeah, average. And yes, anything above 80 is considered good. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it very much. Welcome to the channel. Hope you'll have a great stay here. Okay, so far so good. We are on 28. No mistakes. 29. So far so good. Rook a5. Nice temporary sacrifice to win a rook at the end of the day. Some dogs are barking. Okay, 39, and we get a 40. No mistakes. Let's keep the streak going. Ideally, we get like we break the record first run of the day. That's like the dream. Not sure how likely that is that it will happen, but let's try. I think we just take c1, c7. I mean, because the UN is protected. Okay, 50, no mistakes. 51, good. King c7, just push. Just push, yes. King d4, just get the king over. Just get the king over. Bishop g6, just get the knight. Just win the queen. Just check, and win the rook. Knight f3, bishop d5, yeah. Just win material, and just checkmate into, and win material again. Checkmate into, and what do we do? Somehow should be winning. King d3, king d4, it's winning, yes. And we got 64 with no mistakes. Winning bishops all the way. Knight f7, bishop g6, 67. No, I didn't need to say that. I'm sorry, everybody. Let's just think that it's a normal number. I'm sorry. Yes. 70. It's too overhyped, that number. For no reason whatsoever. No, but yeah. The meme thankfully died in 2025. What do we do here? I didn't see it. Maybe just take an d6. I don't know. I'll try it. Yes, it was correct. Let's go. Let's go. It's correct. Eh? Ah, no, 94, 96. Because rook f6, 25, there was some more checks. Okay, queen h4 somehow. Only move and win the queen. That's winning. Yes, we have SpongeBob. Yes, we do. Let's go, SpongeBob. King e4, his king is not in the square of our pawn. Good. Queen f3, and then, yeah, just take. Yeah. Take, king b5, winning. Rook c5, c7. 81, no mistakes. Pretty good. Pretty good. Queen e4, I don't know. Queen e4, queen e3. Queen e3, knight f5 is there. Queen e4. Good. King b5. Yes. Yes and yes. Knight f6, and I suppose we just take, no? And back to f6. You cannot take because the queen is pinned. The bishop is pinned to the queen. Win the queen. Yes. Bishop f4. The queen is hanging. Okay. I think we go to an endgame like this, and this is winning. Yes. And then we have queen b6, and the queen is overloaded. 90, no mistakes. Free puzzle. Messed up. Okay, it's fine. Do not worry, everybody. Everything is under control. Mm-hmm. No! It's fine, don't worry. What do you do? Queen G3. Ah, no, just Queen E1. Queen E1. Just Queen E1. Yes. Yes. With Rook H5, Queen. Yes, this is checkmate. 99. E7. Yes, and a Queen F4. No! I failed the I failed the 100 puzzle. Come on. Lock in. Cannot fail here. Uh, 100. Okay, can I get more? Yeah, 104. The same result as last week. Best. I'm 100 stuck 104. No. Okay. Let's see. What did I do? Let's turn off rating because I do not want to lose it. Yeah, probably it was just 22 then. No, but I hallucinated a bit. I thought the 96 rook d1 queen e1 that's winning, but I just missed that he can just take. And we lost. So we just come back to e2. It's puzzle's fault, probably. Hallucinations happen. This one. I took c7, I think. Mm. Mm. Ah. So it's a free queen to win the queen. Yes, this I made 3 moves correct, but I failed the first one. Probably yes, just queen c7, king f3, and his rook is weak. No, but I thought the queen f4, and because if this, I am just we cannot skip the perpetual. Because okay, if he takes this, we are winning. But he even has just rook b2, he takes the pawn. Okay, and okay, this puzzle had like 1 second to think about it. Was correct. I was just checkmating too. No. Okay, let's try. Let's try to beat 104. Let's try to beat 104, guys. Um, I think I can try doing it a bit faster. Because, like, the end puzzles I was doing relatively quickly, and that's. Okay, okay. I don't. I would have restarted, but no. Let's try to. Let's try to fight. Because usually if I do it off stream, when I make like an early mistake, I restart it because I'm trying to aim for personal best. But let's see. I'd somewhat semi-handicap myself by making a super early mistake on puzzle 6 and seeing how far I can go with it. Because I think it's also a nice challenge to train yourself to train your fighting spirit. Because okay, usually if I'm usually if I'm trying for not hardest highest, if I'm aiming for the highest score, usually I just reset after an early mistake. But here, let's try and at least get an 80. With an early mistake, I think 80 will be quite respectable. But yeah, if I get anything above 80, I'll be extremely happy actually. Because I mean, such an early mistake, and if I can redeem myself, that will be really, really nice. If I get 90, I mean, that's perfect. If I get more than 90, then, well, that's just genius. Yes, is it D3? Yes, and what now? D2? Yes, good. A5, yes, 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 yes. Knight h5, queen g5, checkmate. This is a checkmate in 3. Yes, 50. So far, zero mistakes from the mistake I did super early on. So, yes, this bishop before we would protect the rook. I think we just advance the king. We just take the queen. E3, queen a2, rook f2. King, I think we have more time piece. Yes, and then the pawn on e5 is falling. Queen. We promote our queen. We take a free queen again. No, here is just h2, rook h8, rook h1, checkmate. G5, h4, and take the bishop. If you see a free piece, take a free piece usually. Usually that's how it goes. Just take f2, yeah. I mistaken on the 66 paddle. Okay, rook e3, still 2 minutes left. Just, yes, let's just not go on a giant tilt. And 90 plus is very possible. Okay, let's not tilt. Breathe in, breathe out, and continue like nothing happened. G2, G1. 94 bishop, G4, queen in the bishop. Yes, we have a good compensation for the queen. Here we get a free rook. Yes, another free rook. Another somehow free rook, I guess. Queen d8, yeah, just we have material there. We are fine to chill out there. Queen d4, and then we have queen g1 threats. Yes. F3, queen e3, queen f3. Yes. 94. Somehow intuition tells me it should be correct. What is correct though? Queen f3. Yes. Good. I think g5 because we want to keep the pawn because gh king h4 he would take it or he would play g4 and trade it. So we need to keep the pawn. F2 and trade queens. Yes. Bishop f2 looks tempting, but we lose our queen. I'm not sure if it's it's tempting, but I'm not sure if it's good. No, I think we just take g1, g3, then g1, then g3 and h3, and we have material. Okay, I'm aiming for 90 now. I got 80 plus already, but I just want to see if I can get 90 plus, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, 5 puzzles left until 90. 4 puzzles left until 90. Huh? This is just rook e2 and take the rook. Yes, yeah. 2. Just push. Yes, 1. Yes, 90. Let's go. No. He's perpetual on f7. Ooh la la la. I missed it. Okay, 90. 90. Got my target. 7 mistakes. Wow. If not the 7 mistakes, 106 plus was definitely possible. No, but yeah, I thought he would go to g1, so I pre-moved queen g3, and here I just take the rook. Here's this one. Rook d8. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I played rook e4, but I missed that he has queen 8. And yeah, we are lost there. So that's why I played e4, and if he goes for queen 8, we have queen h6 and knight b3. Okay. Okay, there was just checkmate in 3, missed it. I didn't see the check on h6, sideline check. Here was just rook e2 and promote. Because yeah, probably if we play what I played, rook f2, he have 93, and then king h5 for g6, and it's a drawn endgame. And here h5, knight f2. I play knight f2 immediately, and after king h2 he survives. But queen h5, queen h3, knight here, king g2, queen d5 we are winning. Okay. This puzzle I wasn't sure. No, okay. Rook c2 correct move, and then probably just king g6. I took blunder in checkmate into up queen f7. And here I played bishop c8. I didn't know what to play. Probably just take 94, 92. The rook. Okay. So let's see. Let's go for another one. Probably this will be my final run for today. And let's hope for 100. So like here I put the objective 100. Will I be successful or not? We will see in 5 to 6 minutes. Hopefully I will succeed and maybe even beat my record, but we will see. Rook hd1, rook d7, bishop b2, king f1, bishop b takes. I think we just. Oh, we don't take the pawn, we play g5. Ooh, early miss. Yeah. It was so logical to take a pawn, but I should have pushed the pawn instead of taking it. Okay, happens. Still. Okay, now my objective is 95. I mean, I can technically get 100 if I make no mistakes from now on, but it will be quite difficult. But it's possible, I feel like. So yes, let's lock in and not make 7 mistakes like last time. Rook d2, rook c8, bishop b7, for knight f6, knight g4, endgame wizards. Endgame wizards. No, but today I won 2 or 3 games due to endgames from a dead drone position. So, okay, mistake happens. Okay, no, I think I can do one more. Let's try to finish this one. Not sure. And yeah, okay, making stupid mistakes. But yes, I will try to. I just don't see anything. Okay, let's finish the run. 48 it is. I give up. I give up. Let's try to save time for another one. Let's see how many mistakes I can make. What is the maximum amount? 13. Okay, let's lock in and let's go. 100. Here we go. Knight, checkmate, 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 checkmate. Win endgame. Mate. 3 piece. In between or check to get the free rook. 3 piece. Yes. 3 piece. Free rook. Piece due to a pin. 3 piece due to a fork. Piece due to calculation. A2, I don't know. A2, B2. It's a tricky one. B2 maybe? And then A2. Yes, good. Checkmate in 2. Checkmate in 2 once again. Yes, I won a piece. I'm stopping the pawn. So I'm up a piece and a pawn at the end of the day, so that's good. Rook g8, knight g. Yes. 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 Wait, here let's not hurry up. This is winning. 94, king f6, king d5, good. This, we take the rook. We take the bishop. Okay, we are up some pawns, but the position should be completely winning. d5, take rook f8, yes. Knight g5, get the rook, yes. Rook g2, and then the fork, yes. Bishop d3, and then we take the rook no matter what, either with the bishop or with the rook. Bishop b5, queen d5. Take on g4? I don't know. Yes, king f7, rook d8. Here, g5, get the queen. If you see a free queen, take the free queen. Of course. If you see a free knight, take the free knight as well. Go. Thank you, Carver. Let's go. 15. No mistakes. Good. Take d4 or take d2? I take d4. I blinded bishop f check. What a miss. Tired. Too tired. Yeah. If I push. Second mistake. Happens. Bishop d7. Yeah. Okay. 100 is not possible. The 100, the big 100 is impossible. But okay, let's try to get 90 at least. Yeah, but okay, these puzzles were quite tricky, I'd say. Once I failed. Save, take d6. Okay, maybe I can clutch up, get a swindle norm, get 100 together with it. Okay, but for that, I will try to not talk much and concentrate because I need to make moves quickly. Because I need to get some speed as well to feel it. 3 mistakes in a row. No, 3 mistakes in a row. Oh no, not 3 mistakes. Oh no, 4 mistakes. Okay, no. I think we can do another one. For me, oh, 5 mistakes. Oh, la, 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 la. Oh no, I must. Okay, that was a tilt. That was a tilt. Wow. No, I'm surprised. Oh, and I mouse sleep again. I mouse sleep 2 times in a row. 68. So like 6 mistakes in a row, and 2 of them are mouse sleeps. Wow. It was too far to take the pawn. Yes. Okay, yeah, some bad mistakes and some mouse sleeps. Okay, let's go. Another final one. No matter the result. Hopefully I don't make a tilt. No, but that was just a tilt. Like I tilted too much. Like yeah, one mistake, second mistake, and then third mistake came, and then some more slips as well along the way. I mean, happens. All of this can happen, so it's fine. Rook c7, a8, knight g4, knight h2, here, free queen. King f4, I don't know. To take the pawn. Skin d4, here, g5, we couldn't take the pawn. Checkmate, queen d8, rook e8, checkmate. Queen h5 and then queen g6. Checkmate. 3 piece. Yes, this pattern is quite popular. We take and then queen e7 is checkmate. D takes and then take the queen. Knight f5, I suppose, and take the knight. Yes. Take the queen. Take the queen. Yeah, he has some background issues, and we just take the queen very piece up. Checkmate. Rook c1, bishop c1. Take bishop d6, bishop f8. Good. Take. This rook g1, 96, 94, rook e7, take, rook f7, we need the queen. Here I think I can take another rook e7, and yes. Bishop f4, bishop f4, queen c6, we can move the queen simply. Yeah, they just give away a pawn. Here we just take the pawn, and then we move our king up the board to promote our pawn. Bishop g4 and queen e7 checkmate, good. f4, fe, a5 checked, then take the knight, checkmate. f6, rook h1, rook h7. Yes, get the queen, get the knight with an in-betweener. Just promote, we get the queen for rook, it's winning. g7, rook f5, queen a2, queen c4, rook b7, nice tactic. This, just take e6, yes. And king d5? Yeah, okay. Thankfully, they finished the puzzle after the king d5 move, because otherwise it would be too difficult. Hi, Pookie! You're a tiny bit late. This is the final storm of the day, but hopefully you bring some good luck together with you. Hello, Pookie. How are you? Just push. Just push. It was rook e5. No. Okay, let's not tilt. No tilts. Just fun. Yes. Somehow winning. Good. Bishop c1, bishop b7, and then, okay, 2 bishops. Should be winning. Queen c3. No, why is not queen c3? I have no idea. Probably rook g2 first. Ay. Oh wait, I had this puzzle, I remember it. What now? Yes. Take. There is a checkmate threat and his bishop is saying it, so it's probably winning. Here we just take the pawn. Huge, important pawn. Yes. Take rook f8. Do we trade the rook simply? Yes, I think so, no? And b5, yes. 95, 97, 96, good. I don't know, but we just sacrificed bishop g6, and I think his king is too weak. h6, g6, we are winning. Rook f7, queen h4 threats. Yes, this is winning. Just no. I was queen b3. I want to take an h3, but it was queen b3. We have more material. Okay, makes sense. D takes, b takes, good. Rook f6. Okay, let's try 90. No, it was bishop. I have the same. No. Today, not today, but this run, I have like I failed two puzzles, having the correct idea, but just an incorrect move order. Okay, it happens. It's fine. But still, 90 is doable. 83. 84. Queen b4 and bishop b5. Yes. 85. We promote with check 86. This is winning 87. Okay, hold on. Queen f7. Go! Yes. f6, f takes, and rook f6. Yes. Wow. 7 seconds. I don't see it. No, 89. One away. One away. Just no, it wasn't really a tilt. It was just some unfortunate circumstances which happened. Check the miss. Yes. Oh, 6 failed. Ooh la 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 la. Okay, let's see. No, but here was just rook e5. I pushed. No, I didn't even. For some reason I didn't consider rook e5. No, but I pushed, and yes, this would be a losing game for me. So yes, it was just rook e5, and it's better because we stop him from promoting meanwhile we are promoting ourselves. Here was probably just no, it was queen d4. But what's the difference between queen d4 and queen c3? Probably he has queen h4 here. Yes, and after queen d4, the correct move. He never has queen h4 because I just take it. And queen e1, yes, it's winning because I have queen d5 here. Okay. Makes sense. Yes, no, but here is just queen b3 and get the queen. I wanted the same idea of getting the queen, but I sacrificed my queen instead. And yeah, it's just an endgame. I have a knight here, 3 points. You have a great combination for the knight. So yeah, queen b3, super easy move. But yeah, I had the right idea to get the queen, but just miss queen b3. Then here, no, it was bishop b4, and then I wanted bishop f4 because I thought that this is checkmate. But after bishop f4, I missed an important move for him, e5. And after e5, it's a draw. It's the maximum I can get, and no checkmate. Because bishop b4, he's forced to take. He doesn't have any c5 or something. And then the checkmate is unstoppable. This puzzle, I don't know, f6. Maybe bishop a2. Yeah, I think I played f7. Then after a2, you can take, and then he promotes with a check. And that's why I play bishop a2. He cannot play a2. And if he does this, we are fine with this, because now we are the ones promoting. After f7, we are completely winning. Yeah, so bishop a2, really nice in between the move, which I missed. And this part, no, but this part, I didn't see anything. Probably it was just queen e4. Or queen g3. Okay. Yes, I played rook h4. No, but I played rook h4. I didn't see anything, so I just made the only check in the position. But it doesn't work. Queen e4 also doesn't work because he has rook f4. Interesting move. So he's blocking the checks and he's fine. So that's why I play queen g3, because if he goes for this, we just take the take, we are winning. And otherwise, queen h4 or rook h4 is unstoppable. He has to sacrifice the rook, and we are completely winning there. Yeah, I had to stop the mid threat while threatening checkmate and not giving away this rook f4 move. Okay, but still, good stream today, guys, I think. 5 puzzles solved. Okay, 4 correct, 1 failed. Quite good, plus 29 rating, some good difficult endgame puzzles. Solved them correctly. The 5 Blitz games got 2800 on the dot. 5 wins, almost perfect games all the time. And puzzles from 104. Also 5. I didn't even intend to get 5 puzzle storm runs. So today is a day of 5s. The day of fives, in Blitz I get 5 queens, and in puzzles from I get 104, and puzzles I solve 4 puzzles. So today is a day of fives and fours, and also Logan gifted 5 gifted subs. So today is a day of fives and fours. Shin baby, how you doing? Nice to see you back. Thank you. Not yes, long time, almost. Okay, 1 year for sure. Almost been years. Yeah, maybe even years. Maybe even more than a year. I didn't stream for almost 2 years. But yes, for sure, been years. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had fun. Okay, we didn't do that much, but we did good things, and we did them well as well. So I'm quite happy. Thank you so much everybody for watching. Thank you, Lorgan, for 5 gifted subs to the community, and some people for following to yes, not secure and Perdoon. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry that the stream was short. Well, it was 1 hour 40, but sorry that your stay was short. Hope it's less than a year to next. Yes, it is. It is. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. It's gonna be 364 days until the next stream. Don't worry. It's just 364, 363 days, I will think. Yes. So thank you everybody for coming. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned a thing or two. Take care everybody. Bye bye Pushim. Bye bye Crush Damage. Bye bye Rayleigh. Bye bye Pookie. Bye bye Karma. Bye bye Total Juno. Bye bye Lurkin. Bye bye Blazing Heart. Bye bye. Mm. That's okay. Bye bye Timochka. Bye bye Becky. Bye bye here. Bye bye here. Bye bye everybody who came to the stream. Bye bye Metaphysician. Bye bye Totally Juvenile. Bye 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 bye. Everybody, thank you, Logan. Bye bye. Thanks, Evil. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you so much for following, for viewing, for watching, for I can check our Leech's tutor is bad. We can check it for sure. But I don't have enough games, I think. Yeah, like in 300 is almost 1,000 days, at least 3,000 games. We can check next time, but it's not a good option for sure. But we can check it for sure. No worries. We can do that. Of course. Next time. Yes. So next stream, probably Saturday. But yeah, last Saturday some connection issues, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm not sure. But hopefully tomorrow no stream for sure. Hopefully Saturday or Sunday there will be a stream. So yes. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. Have a great rest of the evening or day, no matter. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching, and see you all soon. Take care, everybody, and bye.